Okay, so today we're doing the Find the Evidence, questions 1 through 3 only, so page 1 of Find the Evidence. Tomorrow we'll do Find the Evidence, page 2, which is questions 4 through 6. So whether you're doing this on the worksheet in the packets or whether you're doing this online, this video will help you because the questions are the same and the explanation works whether it's on paper or on Google Classroom. Make sure you put your email address in there correctly so we can get the feedback back to you and your name. All right, question number 1. So for this one, we are choosing 3 answers. So there's check boxes here. This is not the little bubbles where you pick one. These are the boxes so you can pick more than one. So 3 of them are correct and 3 of them are incorrect. The question wants to know, the author writes that the people of Chelyabinsk are lucky because it could have been worse. Choose the 3 pieces of text evidence that best demonstrate why this was so. So we need to pick 3 answers that show that the people of Chelyabinsk were really lucky because it could have been much, much worse for them. All right, I'll read through each one, and as I'm reading through it, ask yourself, does this show that they were lucky? Does this show it could have been worse for them? All right, answer choice A. But the 1.1 million residents of this busy city are in for a very unusual day. B. This morning, a space rock 65 feet across, about as wide as your school gym, is headed directly for Chelyabinsk. The residents of Chelyabinsk gawk, puzzled, as a brilliant fireball streaks across the blue-pink morning sky. D. In fact, what happened in Tunguska was just like what happened in Chelyabinsk, except the Tunguska meteor was much larger and much closer to the ground. E. And fortunately, no one in Chelyabinsk was killed. F. Most of the injuries were minor. So again, we need 3 that shows these people were lucky, the situation could have been worse for them. Number 2. In your own words, explain how people reacted when Ernst Chladni said meteorites came from outer space. Use details from the text. I'll go ahead and tell you that that is on page 23. It's the paragraph right above the map. So right here, going into the next paragraph. So I'll go ahead and read that to you. It wasn't until 1794, though, that German physicist Ernst Chladni proposed that meteorites came from outer space. No one took him seriously. The common belief at the time was that rocks that fell from the sky came from Earth, not outer space, came from Earth, having been first swept up by strong winds, so picked up by winds, and then would come down after being picked up by the winds. All right, so put that in your own words. How did people react when Ernst Chladni said that they came from outer space, when the whole time these people were thinking that it came straight off the surface of the Earth? All right, so number 3. Choose the 2, so here we're picking 2 pieces of evidence that best demonstrate why the impact of an asteroid larger than a mile across would be a catastrophe. So 4 of these are not correct, 2 of these are correct. So we need the 2 that show why an asteroid bigger than a mile would be a catastrophe. Answer choice A. This rock has been circling close to Earth for thousands of years. Does that show a catastrophe? Especially large and bright meteors like the one in Chelyabinsk are called fireballs. Does that show a catastrophe? 66 million years ago, an asteroid likely led to the extinction of the dinosaurs. Does that show a catastrophe? Scientists believe dust clouds from the explosion blocked out the sun, perhaps for months, causing plants and animals to die. Does that show a catastrophe? But because Tunguska is so remote, it took decades for scientists to piece together what happened. Is that a catastrophe? These events are extremely rare. This is answer choice F. Few of today's scientists ever imagined they would live to see anything like it. Does that show a large asteroid causing a catastrophe? All right.